Cocomelon may come off as an innocent children's music channel, but when you look deeper into the content itself, the weird-ass babies, the hypnotic antics, and the corporate watermelon, it's obvious there's a problem with Cocomelon. Let's jump into our first case of the day, and that is Cocomelon is a total copy pasta. A great sum of Cocomelon's content and music videos, for some reason, either copies itself or copies other popular kids' YouTube channels, different songs or videos, whatever that may be. For instance, the popular Yes Yes saga of songs by Cocomelon seems to have the same basis as far as lyrics and rhythm goes. They're just, different topics and themes, but with the same idea in mind. They've even made toys off of this song. They have like a baby, it's like little JJ baby with Yes Yes button song, I guess, like Yes Yes vegetable song. There's all kinds of different Yes Yes songs, and it's a little bit weird. A little bit later down the road, we're gonna get into their toys and how they've completely capitalized off of this empire they've grown. The world-renowned Baby Shark song, which I'm sure you all know, and I won't play it in the background right now at all. Of course, I wouldn't do that to start making you think of the song, and now it's stuck in your head. That would suck. That Baby Shark song is not made by Cocomelon, yet Cocomelon has made a cover, I guess, of this song. It was actually created by a company called Pink Fong, which is funny because you could argue a lot of people have a pink dong. What I think really does need to be understood here is that none of this content ever feels original. It always feels like it's either copied off of something else or their own videos. It just doesn't feel like it's honest work. Another one of my big problems with Cocomelon is their incredibly lazy animation. Of course, it is just kids watching this content, but I'm sure you all remember, watching stuff as a kid and then going back, now 10 years later or whatever that be, and being less than impressed with the animation. But the thing is, it's not a matter of budget. Cocomelon has the goods, let me tell you. For them, it's about getting their content out quick, so they can retain their audience and thus retain their cash flow. But when it comes down to it, that's just not moral. It's not honest work, but I guess it's what we're used to on YouTube nowadays. Throughout the Cocomelon saga thus far, we've seen children seemingly forced into labor. In the Ba Ba Black Sheep song, we see JJ, the poster boy of Cocomelon, go out seemingly ready to groom the family's sheep at their barn. And maybe this would be okay if he was like 10 or so, but JJ seems to be between a baby and a 3-year-old. JJ goes out there with no parental supervision. Another example would be good old JJ's big brother, Tom Tom. Tom Tom's often found taking care of JJ, doing the daily tasks that maybe an adult should be doing to watch a kid. The problem here is Tom Tom is definitely not old enough to be doing this and shouldn't be doing this. No kind of kid should have that kind of pressure on them to be taking care of their little brother with no parental supervision at all. It just doesn't really make a lot of sense. It just really isn't fair to Tom Tom. The target demographic of Cocomelon are children whose parents simply don't have time to take care of their kids. Cocomelon states as part of their bio on YouTube, "We also make life easier for parents who want to keep their kids happily entertained, giving you the peace of mind that your children are receiving quality educational content." Thing is, you wouldn't need peace of mind if you were actually there with your kid watching the songs. Look, man, Cocomelon's babies are just plain weird looking. And I thought about skipping over this when I was writing the video, but damn. That's kind of hard to ignore. First, why are their facial features so big? Their mouth, their nose, their eyebrows, and their eyes. Damn, I've never seen somebody in my life with eyes that big. Aside from the facial features, this guy's head is a bit too big for his body, but I guess he manages. For me, this was probably the most eye-catching part about Cocomelon's babies is their incredibly thick hair. I was in Arizona on vacation, chilling, and I was on Netflix scrolling through, and then Cocomelon popped up. That's how I thought of this video, and I was just in awe. These babies are terrifying, but why? Why is the hair so thick? And poor JJ. that haircut, man, because like, let's be honest, I could probably do that haircut right now, shave everything around this, and I have the JJ haircut. Like, yikes, man, that's not a good look. So my 3rd grade teacher didn't have any eyelashes because she had cancer somewhere in her face area, and she had to go through chemo, and thus no hair could, she couldn't grow her eyelashes anymore. I was thinking, and I was looking around, and I'm like, these Cocomelon babies, they don't have eyelashes, most of them. I think some of the girl little babies do, but none of the guys have. So, I mean, hopefully they don't have the cancer, but one of the most like real things in this comedic section per se, because this really doesn't pertain to anything. It doesn't really mean anything for your kid watching, but is the fact of how their teeth and gums look. There's a lot of evidence that these kids have one ectodermal dysplasia of the mouth area. They don't have all of their teeth, which sure, they're babies, I guess, but they only have their front 2 teeth. And Cocomelon's been like making videos for quite a while now, not too long, but it's still only their front 2 teeth. That seems a lot like ectodermal dysplasia, which is kind of like the absence of teeth in some places, or just displacement of teeth. And then gum disease. Go look at yourself in the mirror real quick and come back. Look at your gums. Your gums are not as red and inflamed as those of the Cocomelon children. I'm pretty sure they have gum disease, which is a bit of a problem, I think. Are we just gonna allow this Cocomelon, or, Lastly, I've come up with a conspiracy theory. I'm positive that JJ is adopted. Look at his mom. Now look at his dad. Scary, ain't it, bruv? I mean, this is just an issue. That's just how this is. This shouldn't happen. This is kind of scary, though. This does a lot of problematic things. Firstly, Cocomelon has hypnotized children watching into a tone. They come at the ring of a bell, like an animal. This sets them up for an early addiction to screens, something we all look at and probably shouldn't be looking at as long as we do. This right here is the average Cocomelon viewer in 20 years. And, man's got that Tyler in one head, am I right? Although that is one prediction of what humans might look like in the future. And who's to say if nobody stops Cocomelon, this very well could be the future of us. They've wrapped the children into watching their content, and now what's next? Well, of course, buying their toys. Let's get them addicted to buying our toys. This is where good old stupid corporate watermelon comes in. Thing is, if corporate watermelon actually cared about educating children, his sons would have something of sustenance, something to actually learn from them. He probably wouldn't be selling toys the way he does either. As a kid, I used to watch Schoolhouse Rock. That's right, the animated series that came out in 1973 and ended just 10 years ago in 2009. And guess what? You can still watch that today. As a young child, I actually learned a lot from those. Occasionally, I still get their songs shown to me in high school. Is it demoralizing? Yes, but it's meaningful. It has something to learn from it that I can still learn from today. But if you can get your children into watching something of sustenance like Schoolhouse Rock, you can most definitely have the peace of mind that your children are receiving quality educational content. I ripped that last part directly out of Cocomelon's book. Yeah, Karen, I'm sure your baby shark singing kid is real smart. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in yet another YouTube video. Goodbye, guys.